Welcome back to Headlines. I'm Wes Austin, and these are today's top stories. First, ex-CIA Director John Brennan is complaining about Trump revoking his security clearance. He's saying that Trump totally misrepresented the intelligence official's Hunter Biden laptop letter. I don't know about you, but I always believe the ex-CIA directors that are on MSNBC. Next, Kamala Harris has been doing some soul-searching on what went wrong. And it looks like her husband, Doug Emhoff, is in the doghouse. In true liberal fashion, personal responsibility is for everyone but themselves. Then, the ATF was caught trying to conceal a key DEI role right after President Trump's order. So, when it's a gun store making a paperwork mistake, it's a federal crime. But when the ATF ignores an executive order, it's just business as usual. Finally, in Canada, a political reporter tried to bait conservative leader Pierre Poilievre into a gender debate, and he got absolutely schooled instead. Let's dive in. An ex-CIA director is a little butthurt his security clearance got revoked. Former CIA Director John Brennan has criticized President Trump for revoking the security clearances of 51 former intelligence officials, including himself, who signed a 2020 letter suggesting that Hunter Biden's laptop story had the hallmarks of a Russian disinformation campaign.
Again, yesterday's EO was bizarre, among many of the bizarre executive orders that he had signed out. And as you point out, he misrepresented the facts in that executive order because it said that we had suggested that the Hunter Biden laptop story was Russian disinformation. No, we said it was for the hallmarks of Russian information operations, including the dumping of accurate information, which is what we said in that letter.
What he's saying is this: we didn't say that it was a scam from Russia that you shouldn't believe. What we said was that it was a scam from Russia that you shouldn't believe. We didn't call it Russian disinformation. It was Russian information that we dissed. Sorry. What I mean is, it wasn't Russian lies. It was Russian truths. Apparently, the difference between Russian disinformation and Russian information is like the difference between vodka and flavored vodka. Either way, you're going to wake up the next morning on a stranger's couch with your underwear missing. Brennan splitting hairs like, we said it had the hallmarks of disinformation. Yeah, and you've got all the hallmarks of a douchebag. You're just mad that you didn't get a preemptive pardon, aren't you? Instead of accepting defeat gracefully, Kamala Harris is blaming the loss on her husband, Doug Emhoff, because nothing screams female empowerment like saying, "It was my husband's fault." One source told the Daily Mail the following: Doug did Kamala no favors during the election. Frankly, he looked hypocritical after the bombshells that he had got his child's nanny pregnant while married to his first wife and assaulted his ex-girlfriend on the heels of his I Am a Woman crusade. Looks like the only thing Doug was good at pulling out of was the driveway. Sure, Kamala, your losing had nothing to do with your policies. It was all because Doug couldn't keep it in his pants. Did the ATF just try to disobey a direct order from the president? President Trump has signed executive orders that end DEI programs and race-based discrimination in hiring. All agency heads were to shut down any DEI programs and put them on leave, and to report back any efforts to disguise DEI programs. And by a bizarre coincidence, a woman employed by the ATF who used to be the Chief Diversity Officer got her title changed to Senior Executive overnight. This was the ATF website on January 20th. You can see that her title was Chief Diversity Officer. President Trump signed the orders on January 20th and 21st. Then on January 22nd, the ATF website has changed her title from Chief Diversity Officer to Senior Executive. Going from Chief Diversity Officer to Senior Executive overnight is just a coincidence, right? Oh, you said end DEI programs? We thought you said hide DEI programs. Our mistake. And have you ever seen anyone working for the government that fast before? That was the fastest title change in government history. These folks should be working for NASCAR pit crews. The ATF won't follow an order from the Commander-in-Chief. That's almost as crazy as saying that the CDC is actually following the science. Disobeying a direct order from President Trump. Bold move, ATF. That's like showing up late to work the day after your boss announces layoffs. Good luck. When pressed on gender ideology, Canada's Conservative leader flipped the script. On his first day in office, President Trump signed an executive order that said, as of today, it will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female. Pierre Poilievre, the Canadian Conservative Party leader, was asked about Trump's executive order concerning gender as only male and female.
What are your feelings on that executive order?
Well, I don't know. Do you have any other genders that you'd like to name?
Me personally?
Yes.
That reporter didn't see that one coming, did he? It's like Poilievre handed him a gender pop quiz and he forgot his pencil. I'm surprised the reporter didn't ask if he could call a lifeline.
Do you agree with what he's saying? Is that something that you would be lockstep with if elected as Prime Minister?
Well, I'm not aware of any other genders than men and women. I mean, if you have any other that you want me to consider, you're welcome to tell me right now.
Nope, Poilievre's not going to bail you out of this one. He didn't just double down, he set up camp and started a campfire. Go ahead and try to list more than two. Oh, wait. And if you need to run to the bathroom and check a few things first, I'll be here.
They say they're gender neutral. They're a trans person. Is that something that you would recognize here?
I'm only aware of two, but I mean, if you come up with another list, then you're welcome to do that. But I'm aware of two.
That was like watching the reporter play a game of chicken, where he was driving a Prius and Poilievre was driving a freight train. Poilievre flipped the script so fast that the reporter now identifies as confused. Thanks for watching Headlines. I'm Wes Austin. Good night.